Good morning. I am Kevin Price. Delighted to be with you. Going to spend some time with you talking about you and your business. Going to talk about a company called TranslateYourWorld.com. My producer told me just before the segment started that this is going to be translated, this interview, in over 70 different languages, even as we do it. It's happening right now as we speak. And for some reason, that intimidates me. But anyway, we're going to have fun with Sue Reager. She's the president of that organization. Sue, welcome to the program.
Well, good day, Kevin. It's a delight to talk to you.
Yeah. So tell us the story about Translate Your World. Kind of give us your elevator speech, if you will.
Sure. Translate Your World is actually almost like an Elmer's glue that pulls together every single major player in the automated translation field. That would be Google, Microsoft, SDL, Nuance, companies that all work independently, that when you glue them all together, you actually create a software that allows people to speak across languages. And exactly as you said, as I speak at this moment, what we're saying, this interview, is streaming over the Internet in 78 languages, all the way from Arabic to Zulu.
Okay.
The software allows people to speak in their native language. What is being spoken, their voice is being understood and translated live in real time for radio interviews, television, for WebEx, business meetings, education.
Sue, our interview's kind of short, and your elevator's too slow, so I have to move. I have to move a little faster.
Sorry.
No worries. So, tell me what made you come up with this idea? What spurred it on?
Basically, what we're seeing is global business was being held back by language. People were being forced to speak English, which is an excellent idea, except that very few people actually do speak English, and when they do, it's very uncomfortable for them. So this was created for global business and global education to allow people to do business in countries and with people who speak a different language.
I think it's just a phenomenal idea. Is it entirely technology-driven?
Yes, it is. Absolutely. It is complete and total technology, 100% automated. Although we do have also online simultaneous interpretation. You could have your own personal United Nations with real-time interpretation online from anywhere in the world.
So are you familiar with Web2Go? The technology, the app Web2Go?
I personally am not.
Okay. I was curious because you can take a publication and they'll automatically change text into voice, and are able to read it. It's a little robotic sounding, but it sounds fine. Is Translate Your World a little robotic sounding when it's translated?
Not at all.
Not at all.
It's very natural. No, you're speaking of text-to-speech,
right?
And that's excellent. That is part of this package. Reed Speaker with 100 voices in 35 languages is one of the multiple companies that connects to Translate Your World. It can be robotic, but it's also doing subtitles right now. For example, it's subtitles, which are very popular because with subtitles you can hear the original voice. You can hear the passion and the excitement in the original voice. Just read subtitles like you read a movie.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that makes sense. That totally makes sense.
Yeah, and the new text-to-speech that you were discussing, the new text-to-speech is actually very lifelike. Siri isn't quite as lifelike, perhaps, as other languages, but that's just because of the vowels and the consonants used in the American English accent.
So how costly is this?
I hate to tell you this, it's inexpensive.
Oh, it can't be good if it's inexpensive. Of course, the Internet has changed all that. Isn't that true? The Internet has changed that entirely.
Well, the good news is that there are some upsell available, but it starts at $25 a month per seat. And it goes up to call centers, and we also service, massive organizations, call centers, universities, government.
Okay, so you said $25 a month per
seat, per speaker. So, for example,
speaker.
I'm speaking to you, but there could be 3,000 people looking at the subtitles online.
Right. So give me when you say per speaker, is that per translator?
No, that's per speaker. If you had a headset on and your voice was going into our software, it would be $25 a month.
And so if someone's interviewing something, say like I wanted my show where it could be in all these different languages, but I'll have anywhere from 20 to 30 guests a week. How does that translate?
We would give you, obviously, what we call an institutional price.
An institutional price. You know, many people have said I should be institutionalized. So that makes perfect sense that I would get an institutional price.
I have heard that rumor, yes, indeed.
Great. Keep stirring the pot. So, but really it is very value-oriented. What would an institutional price be based on? Is it based on several variables, or how would that work?
Sure. For example, we're just now doing a webinar company, and the webinar company has 15 webinars a week with 8 people in each webinar, 5 going on simultaneously. Everybody's talking. It's a commercial. You know, it's not commercial. It is a commercial usage for cross-language speaking. I think they pay $500 a month, but that is for tons of usage and probably hundreds of people. You would probably pay something like $100 a month, plus there's a certain amount of translation per word. So if you go over X amount of words, it costs a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. I really have enjoyed this. I wish we had more time. Sue, really good conversation, I think, and fascinating to see just another thing happening out there online thanks to the power of technology. Sue Reager, she's with TranslateYourWorld.com, TranslateYourWorld.com. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you so much, Kevin.
All right. When we come back, much more for you. I do want to remind you, best content here. It shows up over there at USDailyReview.com. You're listening to The Price of Business.